Hello 474 students. This video is meant to be a brief introduction and overview to this course to show you how to navigate through the Canvas modules that you'll be completing this semester and to also help you become more familiar with where everything is located within this course. So you're watching this video, which means that you are able to basically log into Canvas, and here under the first module section, you'll see that there are instructions that say start here. Course overview is the video that you're currently watching. You have the opportunity to download and review the syllabus, which I strongly recommend. I'll walk you through that in just a moment. Some additional resources that might help you throughout the duration of the course. Next, you'll find a brief video to introduce you to myself, your instructor, tell you a little bit more about myself. Then you'll see an Excel sheet that you can download to find out your group assignments for the semester. This will give you information in terms of which groups you should be posting within on the discussion boards. And then you have your first basically practice assignment where you introduce yourself to your group. So you'll see a series of questions that you'll answer, and then you'll go under your discussion board group depending on where you're located within the group assignment. So if you're group 1, you post in group 1, group 2, post in group 2, so forth. All right, and that will be the format for completing the modules throughout the course of the semester. The next module section that you'll see is paper assignments. This basically lays out, and there's a description of the paper assignment in the syllabus, which we'll talk about in just a moment. The paper assignments basically give you some additional resources that you can use to help you complete the paper. So there's a list of peer-reviewed journal articles, also databases you can search in to find references for your paper. There are examples of different ways to cite your paper in APA format, which is how you'll be required to cite your paper. You'll actually see a sample outline, so students oftentimes wonder what should my final paper look like. So here's an example of how you might outline your paper. And then the last thing that you'll see is the rubric, which will show you how your paper will actually be scored. Okay. So then you move on to the first module of actual work. You'll see an introductory video to Chapter 1. Assignments in terms of questions that you need to answer for Chapter 1. And again, as you answer those questions, you'll post within your groups. You'll see a brief introduction to the Ariely book assignment that you'll be reading. This is actually a video, so you'll be asked to answer some questions about the video, and then you actually have your first Ariely reading. And the rest of Module 1 proceeds that way with some additional videos and readings that you'll be asked to complete. And then finally, you'll submit a one-page summary answering some questions about what you learned in Module 1. Okay. The same format will be used for Module 2, and the same format will be available for Module 3, which you'll see are the first 3 modules that you'll be asked to complete. You'll also see an exam study guide. So the exam study guide for Exam 1 is already posted. You can go ahead and download that, review it, and make sure that as you're completing modules 1, 2, and 3, you're also staying focused on the content that will be tested on the exam. All right, now in terms of the syllabus, as I mentioned before, this is posted under the Start Here module. You can see some basic information about the course, the textbooks that you'll be asked to read, so your main textbook as well as the Ariely book, general course description. You'll see the tentative course schedule, so you'll be asked to complete modules 1, 2, and 3 in the first week, followed by modules 4, 5, and 6. Starting on May 29th, you'll have access to Exam 1, which will be due by June 2nd. You'll also see then you'll be completing modules 7, 8, 9, and finally module 10, and along that way you'll also have access to Exam 2. Then you'll see the course objectives, the course overview, which is basically what we're doing right now, walking you through the course. Next section, you'll see how your evaluation will be conducted. So you can see the breakdown distribution of the grading scale, the breakdown percentages for the various assignments that you'll be completing. This information is also available under Canvas, under the assignment section. Some tips for doing well on the exam, some tips for doing well on the discussion board assignment, so an overview of that policy, as well as some tips to enhance your learning experience. Here you'll find a description of the paper assignment, basically specifying that you need to pick an organization, business related, and discuss how the case pertains to the ethics issues that we're discussing in this course. And again, I strongly recommend that you go through the final rubric now and also go through that outline that's posted under paper assignments, because I think that will give you a very good understanding of exactly how your paper will be scored. There's some additional points on the paper which may be helpful for you. Some other information about participation, your level of professionalism, some other course policies that are university-wide, as well as some additional resources that you can use. All right, well, hopefully this video and this review of both the syllabus and the course layout will be helpful in terms of orienting you towards the course. But of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at any time. And I look forward to getting to know you better throughout the course of the semester.